Hello guys, this is Good Lake, and this is response to comments? What the hell? Right. So, a few days ago, for those who don't know, this happened. New messages now appear on the messages page. Your old messages can be viewed below in read-only mode. Download your old messages in contacts. Or just learn more about how much of a douchebag we are. Let's look at this message page. It's useless. There's nothing here. Do you know why there's nothing here? Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because I don't use Google+. I know, it's a shocker. It's hard to believe. It's once in a lifetime thing that doesn't really happen. That a person doesn't use Google+ when they're told to use Google+. But I don't use Google+, so I can't. This is not acceptable. For those who don't know, I have been replying to comments using this inbox system. It's my last ditch effort to use something in YouTube that sort of worked. Barely. I mean, I had to fucking link to the inbox page. And I could only do that by doing this special thing called creating an account, which technically had Google+, responding to messages with that account, telling to look at your inbox, and then deleting the messages, deleting the account 24 hours later. I mean, it worked. Most people noticed that I was writing them, but I can no longer do this. The world is a terrible place now. And it's all Google's fault. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to go with Plan B. And Plan B is answering the comments in video, because that's all I've got. Now, before I begin, I have to tell that I am going away for a few weeks, possibly only 2, to visit my parents. It is the summer holidays after all, and during that period there will be videos, a little bit more spaced out than usual. Hopefully they'll be enough until I come back. Hopefully. It should be fine if I don't overstay. But obviously during that time I will not have access to a good PC, so I cannot make any videos. This includes responses to comments that I just made now, which honestly there's only 2 now, and lately I haven't been getting that many comments anyway, so whatever. But yeah, expect a video like this to come out later, like after 2 weeks again, for all the comments that will be made during that time. Unless nobody makes no comments, in which case, oh well. Sadness and tear rolls my eye. What? What? You know what? I'm not gonna even try to correct that. It is beyond help. Let's just move on. So Domy JusT says, you can light a torch by selecting it using a letter G on a bonfire and then Q when it swaps to light a torch. You can also light a torch by using an item called flame butterfly, and then you can use that same torch to fire up. I can't remember the words, so I'll just call them lamps. Cheeky face. I'm kind of disappointed by their use in the game. I mean, the torch system, you really don't actually need it, well, for exception of one place similar to Blightown in Dark Souls. Well, anyway, good seeing you going strong in the game. Keep it up. Laughing face. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Domy JusT. You have been helping me out a lot, giving me just the right amount of tips and hints. Cool guy. You remind me of those guys, from all the way back in Dark Souls. Blessed they be. Let's take a look. I have the inbox right here open, so I can probably just spam next and eventually... You know what? I downloaded the whole damn thing, didn't I? So People like Bantycat, Toby Roar, and, well, some other people that don't show up immediately here because this fucking thing is rubbish. So yeah, once again, thank you. Thank you very much, man. You helped me out. You make the show go on. Yeah, you're like a sponsor. If somebody asks you what good have you done in your life, you can now say, I sponsored the show on YouTube. I mean, it's mostly true, but you can do that now. Now, regarding the torches, I too feel that it's a pointless system. I mean, it's kind of like Skyrim torches. When I played Oblivion, I recall really being kind of afraid of the dark there. It was really a dark game, much more dark than Skyrim. I mean, I played it when I was really little, so fuck knows what I was afraid of back then. But yeah, and in Skyrim, it was just, I didn't need to use a torch once, I believe. So it's kind of the same thing. I mean, there's torches. I just don't care about them because they do nothing. Except when they do. Well, I'll try to remember the G and Q, but I'm sure I'm gonna forget it. Because it's not important. But Flame Butterfly, I do remember those. So I'll give those a try if all else fails. And yes, I will keep up in this game regardless of how dumb it gets. Don't worry. But I can deal with... I can deal with dumb shit in games. Like, definitely. Some things that are coming up in the future episodes that are just a little bit ridiculous, but I'm sure you'll agree that my dissatisfaction with them is definitely warranted. But I'll deal with it, it's no big deal. I can do this. Even if it takes me 1,000 deaths. Which it might at this rate, holy shit. Am I even halfway through the game? Because if I am not, oh my god. Okay, let's move on. Next comment. NeonNautilus says, bravo, brave godlike, slayer of 1,000 room-breaking skeletons. And some wheel skellies too. By the way, Harvest Valley sounds like a lovely place to live. Squiggly. I don't understand what is the meaning of the squiggly at the end of sentences. I didn't want to ask, but I guess now it's a good opportunity. I mean, I'm looking back at all the comments and I don't see any squigglies. Where did this squiggly come from anyway? And what does it mean, really? Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be an exclamation mark. But no, that doesn't make sense, because there's a dot after it. If it was meant to be an exclamation mark, she wouldn't have put a dot after it. Yeah. I don't know. Also, if I am confused about her gender, blame Pem. He is the source of information. Moving on. So, yeah, I killed a bunch of skeletons. I wouldn't say 1,000. It was more like 15. Yeah, it's a guess, but I believe it's 15 skeletons. And, I mean, real skellies kind of get included into the skeletons. But yeah, thank you for cheering on. I shall continue my skelly slaying activities. I must say, those real skellies were unexpected. I think it was pretty obvious when I screamed out, "No!" But, I handled them pretty well, I would like to say that. I don't have fond memories of wheel skellies. You only really meet them like once or twice in the previous game, but you don't like them. You don't like them. Especially in New Game Plus.
I need more mana.
Anyway, that's it for the comments this time, and I shall continue preparing for my trip. Like I said, next time this video will come out in a couple of weeks. So, talk then, continue commenting if you want to. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.